Alright guys, welcome back to Button Mash Kingdom. I completed gathering materials to repair the ballista, so they opened the arena, did a couple fights, it was fun, but in order to farm enough to really get anything good, you gotta spend a lot of time, and I wanted to get another actual gameplay session done tonight. So we're going to fast travel and head back to our mountain base, so we can see both how Katalo's doing there, but also so we can put the Aether kernel back into GAIA's system. I also have another drone I can deposit, so a few things to do back here. It's worth coming home for. Nice, good.
Like this?
Oh,
You're not waving a hammer around,
Erend.
Erend. Try a gentler touch.
and my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
The subtle nod's like, alright, let them do their thing.
That
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're not going to talk to everyone just yet.
At some point.
Oh,
But they helped bring part of it back in Sobek's time.
that's good to hear.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
That's nice.
I've seen this before.
They're making a home together. It's sweet. Oh, Katalo.
Aloy,
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
What do you think of our squad?
They seem eager to fight. Though I admit it is strange to see an Utaru in the ranks. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
She seemed pretty effective when she took out the machines that were guarding this base.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes,
How many?
as many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
And why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote
Not
think you wouldn't be a
surprising.
threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
Man, how can you not love that dude? He's awesome. Went through some crap, but came
should
out
go.
a strong-ass warrior.
Feel free to check in on
respectful,
Hikaru and
wise.
your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the Ten walk with you.
Yeah, Katala's a good dude. I don't think I have. Oh, I got. Alright, so I've got an override for Fanghorns. That's cool. An override for fanghorns and for scrappers. I need to get a lot more, as you can see. But we'll get more of these by doing more, what are they called? I'm having a brain fart and I can't think of the word for the, like, underground workshops that Hephaestus runs. Oh my goodness. That's gonna bother me.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
Okay, you know what? Not that it matters, but I need to know. That's driving me insane. Cauldrons. My brain hurts. Alright. So yeah, we do more cauldrons. And we'll have the ability to do more of those.
To store the data you have acquired in your travels.
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others. To help the planet. Technology really can be an amazing thing. I still get the
Welcome back,
Alright, let's
Aloy.
reunite Gaia with
When you're
Aether.
ready, please merge Ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated ELEUTHIA frequency.
ELEUTHIA. That's one of the subfunctions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually ELEUTHIA?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would ELEUTHIA send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why ELEUTHIA would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either ELEUTHIA is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be ELEUTHIA.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is ELEUTHIA, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Well, while we're here,
There. Let's see what we got.
Good choice.
here we go. It's the one I got up in the mountains. Sky Clan land. Snowy and beautiful. I also got more skills. And I'm trying to get my concentration time for shooting as maxed out as possible. Looks like I need to learn one of these two first, though. Weapon stamina. Sure. Okay, now next time I level up, I can get that, which I think will mean my concentration is fully upgraded with time and regen and everything. That just might slow down when I'm shooting with the bow. You gotta figure out, you know, what combat style works for you and really hone in on it. And for me, that's the style I like.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
There it is.
Gaia? What's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for Control Center operatives.
Well, it's getting some use. Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in. Gaia? What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Let's do that.
Entertainment modules in a rec room.
There's data here. Another room.
Like video
What
game?
for?
Switch to a private log? Okay, so, Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facility's coming along. When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own mark. A couple of flourishes. Starting with this little tucked-away hideout. August would have gotten a kick out of it. He loved hidden passages, like the kind in old English castles. But I've got something bigger planned. My piece de resistance, if you will.
That almost sounds like Robbie Damon a little bit. The voice actor who left behind that note. There's just little ways that he expresses sometimes that kind of sound similar to that, but again, I have no idea. I'm just spitballing. Cool. Fun little secret spot. I like it.
Hey, Gaia? Why doesn't this door have power?
At my current operating level, I am only able to restore functionality.
I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training.
No,
Feels
Ross.
like so long ago now.
The first game was so cool too because it
This
was
is
so
the rite of
unique and
passage
so
that Vashav
different.
gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
Yeah, absolutely.
There has to be more to this data.
Alright, we'll talk to Zoe later. Let's get a move on.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
I also did check out the other dyeing options for the armor I'm wearing, and only the pieces that are blue change color.
Had to
So I
be
could
up
have
a
made it
really
green
steep mountain,
or
huh?
brown. And I decided that the blue and purple that it already was kind of a much better look to just keep it the way it is. So.
Merman.
What is that?
What the hell?
Oh yeah.
Well, that takes the keg.
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. I wonder how much snow is gonna pile up. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go.
Hello, Verbena. What do you have for me?
Now.
I checked everywhere, still no sign
Well,
of
go
the
do your
asset.
thing.
Can we
I'll
call
wait
off this
here.
pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
The asset. Ooh, man. Those damn specter-looking things.
What a mess.
The Spectre had instructions to Assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Ooh, they took out one of these big boys. Gonna need that later. Little secret. It's helpful when you remember some things from the previous time, like a year ago. So there's a gun there and a gun on the other side.
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Rebels and Oseram working together.
Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
What else did I miss? Thought I got everything. Investigate the battlefield. I thought I did. Yeah, there's the cannon. What am I missing? There's a dart gun.
What a mess. You done looking around?
Almost.
I don't see what else I can do.
I shouldn't leave yet. Not until I'm done looking around.
Okay, I've looked around. I've used my super focus and I've used my light focus. And I've looked at everything.
Knock rebels, Oseram, zenith, freaky machine.
I see nothing else that I can investigate. Moderate crate supply and generous crates. There's 2 crates, that's it. Literally everything else I've found. And I'm pretty sure I get out of the battlefield, yeah. I'm out of the battlefield now. It says stay in the battlefield to investigate. This is a little frustrating. I don't know what else to do. Oh. There's something else here.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Were they watching this area?
So that signal wasn't to draw
I have an
us
idea what
out.
happened here.
The signal was
I
to
better get
draw
back to
out
Erend.
the far zeniths.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the zeniths to show up, all so that they could test that weapon. The zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Osserum that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the subfunction thing that you said could be here? ELEUTHIA?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
I do love the snow mechanic in this too, but look at that, she's barefooted. That's insane. That's how you catch pneumonia. Or pneumonia, as I like to pronounce it stupidly. How do I know that? Well, when I was like 4 or 5, I wanted to go play in the snow in my pajamas barefoot. I did. And then I got pneumonia. So this is just completely irresponsible.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after ELEUTHIA. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
No reason to be able to come down here, just can for sheets and giggles. Alright. Out of the way, Varl. This is why I don't invite you places. Alright, nothing else looks like.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So ELEUTHIA's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset?
Exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything
Why
you
would
can
you
blow
say
up.
that? As soon as you say that, that's when they're gonna pop up. That's like the Alohomora of this game. I don't. It's or not Alohomora, Revelio. Playing Hogwarts Legacy was a lot of fun, but like I thought it was kind of stupid how often playing that game you're hitting that button just to reveal anything that might be there.
Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
What were they
This
for?
place keeps on going. Remember when I told you I was made? This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in there somewhere.
So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the zeniths, the focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
No? Let's find out.
Little bit of metagaming here. I don't know if that'll be around after this or not, so let's go put one out. What was the code from the message that was sent to us?
Containers in storage. Please enter the
237,
container
I think?
number you'd like to retrieve.
I think it was 237. Beware.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have ELEUTHIA, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Alright, got enough on the field for now. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? still in this fight. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Erend stays in cover.
Aloy!
Erend!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend. Erend, I'm here.
Watch out! That thing shoots down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Need to
Don't
hit
get
well
that
covered in
stuff on you. Bottoms up. Give it
a heavy weapon. That can help.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer. But we need to get her back to the
Erend.
base immediately.
Right.
That was another moment where I was muted and didn't think I was
Well,
muted.
what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Woo! But yeah, that combination of acid and the mounted weapon, the heavy weapon, that worked really well. I remember acid damage being important, which is why I set everything up and stuck with the acid inside the tunnel, but yeah. That worked out pretty well.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the zeniths. I should check on the clone, too.
That was
Varl,
weird, it just like
where's our
teleported me back
guest?
here.
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Well, our family's growing a little bit bigger.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the zeniths.
A moment. I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got ELEUTHIA, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better check on the clone before I head back out there.
Yes. She retreated to the maintenance corridor directly below us. Varl is with her.
Right. Thanks, Gaia.
Attack of the Clones. Alright, let's go talk to, other Elizabeth Beta.
Aloy! Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you are...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed ELEUTHIA's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you saw an opportunity to escape. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. But Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send ELEUTHIA back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture ELEUTHIA faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy, so it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach, must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey.
Not with that
Calm
attitude.
down.
Jeez.
You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
I understand why she's having a panic attack, but...
How'd it go?
Jeez, chill.
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
So I guess we won't be making use of Sylens' weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
Alright, well. Big progression in the story here. Got some time to talk to everyone inside of our base before we head out for more of the subordinate functions. Thank you guys for watching this gameplay episode of Horizon Forbidden West here on Button Mash Kingdom. And join us for more videos coming soon.